on the genetics of Natufians and what they score on GED match. That video has caused a lot of controversy. Some people in the comments didn't find that quite convincing because GED match is an amateur tool that shouldn't really be used for in-depth genetic analysis. I figured, okay, I will remake the video, but use QPADM mixture instead for the analysis of Natufian DNA. I used the AADR-V62 dataset for the modeling shown in this video. There are 6 Natufian samples in this dataset, which I used for the models. Academics have earlier modeled Natufians as a mixture of Zutzuana hunter-gatherers with Ibero-Maurusians in a study called Paleolithic DNA from the Caucasus Reveals Core of West Eurasian Ancestry. When I ran these models in AT2, I simply recreated the models that Lazaridis made previously. Anyway, the Natufians scored around 75% Zutzuana and 25% Ibero-Maurusian. In case you are wondering what Zutzuana is, it is as white as it gets. Zutzuana ancestry is the dominant ancestry component in all Europeans. Zutzuana is a cave in the Caucasus, literally Caucasian by definition, straight out of the biolabs of Yakub, and Natufians have 75% of this Caucasian Zutzuana ancestry. For your understanding, here's a breakdown of Russian DNA that shows how much Zutzuana ancestry contributed to Russians, and here is a breakdown of French DNA. As you can see, Zutzuana ancestry is a clearly European or white component. Okay, so now that we know for sure that the Natufians weren't black because they were at least 75% white, which would make them either white or mixed, but still, there is still that 25% of Ibero-Maurusian ancestry which complicates matters. Were Ibero-Maurusians white, or at least West Eurasian, or were they black Africans? Let's attempt to answer this question. The answer is somewhere in the middle. The study mentioned earlier modeled Ibero-Maurusians as a mixture of crown West Eurasians with ancestral North Africans. Since we have no ancestral North African genomes to go off, I decided to model them as a mixture of crown West Eurasians, represented by Kostianki 14 from Russia, with East Africans. And indeed, they appear to be mixed, scoring around 36% East African. Does this make Ibero-Maurusians and by extension Natufians part black? Not really, because East African ancestry is only used as a proxy for an archaic extinct human lineage in this model, the model with Ibero-Maurusians and Dinka, right? So they don't really have Dinka ancestry, it is just a proxy for archaic admixture that they have. And until we have ancestral North African genomes, we can't really know for sure if they were black or not. So to sum it all up, Natufians had around 75% white ancestry, the remainder of their ancestry being a mixture of white with something East African.